Hi everyone! In this video, I will show you how to embroider this adorable frog with a mushroom head and transferring it to a shirt or any piece of clothing of your choice. This summer-fall embroidery design is quite easy to create, consisting of mostly satin stitches and a couple of other basic stitches. I hope you will enjoy this video and have fun recreating this embroidery design. Let's get started. First, let's transfer this pattern onto the fabric. I'm using water-soluble stabilizer, which you can get from a sewing supply store or Amazon. I've included the link in the description. You simply need to print the pattern onto the stabilizer sheet, cut out the pattern, and stick it onto the fabric. After stitching, you will need to wash the fabric to dissolve and remove the stabilizer. Let's start with our stitches. I will use 3 strands of floss DMC 524 and raised satin stitches for the frog's belly and skin patterns. For the belly, I put stitches down at the center to form an asterisk and a line of back stitches near the edge before laying the satin stitches on top. This will raise the satin stitches and make the belly look plump and rounder. For the skin patterns, I put a straight stitch across the circle before squaring the satin stitches on top. Next, I will use 2 strands of DMC 3774 to embroider the inner mouth of the frog with satin stitches. I will use 3 strands of 3778 and satin stitches to embroider the tongue. I will cushion the satin stitches with straight stitches in a V shape to raise the tongue a little higher than the mouth. To create the eye, I will begin with a strand of floss blanc for the sclera. To achieve the bulging look of the frog's eyes, I will use raised satin stitches, cushioning them with straight stitches underneath. I will do the same for the iris using 2 strands of black floss 310. Let's fill in the frog using 2 strands of floss 3787 and satin stitches, stitching around the existing stitches. I will use one strand of the same color and tiny stitches to stitch down a few long satin stitches to make sure they stay straight and secure, especially after washing. Let's move on to the mushroom. I will use 2 strands of floss 712 and satin stitches to embroider the white dots on the mushroom. I will use raised satin stitches for the dots. I will use 3 strands of the same floss color and raised satin stitches for the mushroom gills. I will use 3 strands of 355 and satin stitches to embroider the top of the mushroom. I will use 1 strand of floss 310 to outline the frock and the mushroom hat. I will alternate between stem and back stitches for the outlines. The stem stitches will create thicker outlines which are suitable for the main outlines, while the back stitches will provide thinner outlines for smaller details, such as the outline of the eye. Just trust your intuition. I will also add details to the gills using the same black thread. For the eye, I will use 3 strands of blanc and straight stitches to create some additional details. I will also use 1 strand of floss 310 and straight stitches to add some extra details to the embroidery, making the frock design cuter and livelier. I'm done with the embroidery. I will go ahead and wash this embroidery to dissolve the stabilizer layer. To transfer the embroidery onto a shirt, I will cut out the embroidered piece from the fabric, leaving a small margin. Next, I will use 2 strands of 310 and satin stitches to secure the edge of the embroidery to the shirt. This technique will thicken the border of the embroidery and create a floating effect on the shirt, which I think looks very nice. That concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed the embroidery tutorial and the final result. I had a lot of fun creating this design. You can find the PDF pattern and guide for this design in my Etsy shop. The link is in the description. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Let me know in the comments if you like this embroidery design, have any questions, or if you have requests for future designs. Follow me on social media and visit my Etsy store. The link tree is in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.